For the KAS glute bridge on a Smith machine, it's essentially the same as a hip thrust, it's just a shorter range of motion. So you want to make sure your Smith machine goes down low enough, but you're only going to be doing the top fourth of a rep on a hip thrust. You don't need a crazy amount of range of motion, but still enough to be able to lower your hips. You also want to make sure you have a bench that is not too tall, ideally no more than 16 inches high, but as long as when you're at the bottom, you can tap your shoulder blades on the top of the bench. That's perfect. You want to make sure you have a pad or a yoga mat, something that you can put across your hips underneath the barbell. And then also keeping your chin tucked the whole time. You want to scoop your hips at the top of the rep. So you want to tuck your hips under your body. So we'll get set up with this, my pad. Get my feet set up so I'm making a right angle at the top of the rep. I'm going to start at the top when you unrack. You're coming down a fourth of the way and then squeezing. So it's a very short range of motion. Unlike a hip thrust, where you're going down and pretty close to touching your butt on the floor and then coming up. So the KAS glute bridge is just that last quarter rep. So it really helps isolate your glutes. And you see I'm not completely moving my torso all the way up and down. All of the movement is coming from my sternum down.